Hello everyone. How are we? You're now streaming out to Twitch, YouTube, Tipped, and Instagram, I think. So, hello everyone. I'll be keeping an eye on the chats from just here. If there's any problems with audio, please do let me know. I did have a 3D device running, so confirm that, but I won't be listening to myself speak. That would be mental. No. So today we're going to be trying a little bit of terraforming. Hey Blueberry, how you doing? Good stuff. Hello Tom Whip. And hello X-Wish VR, how we doing? So, I'm just making some landscapes really. Been playing with a tool called Gaea. Because for my next world that I'm going to be dropping into Horizon, something I've always struggled with is hey, Asalok. No, it's Asalok from Banter. We have a celebrity among us. Amazing. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Blueberry. So yeah, this is by the way, if any of you think I'm going mad, I'm not going mad. I said that. So I'm watching the chats on the Twitch channel, on the YouTube channel, and Instagram. I'm not watching Kick right now, but that may change all the time. So yeah, so this is Gaea, which is a great utility. Certainly it's with indie devs. Takes a bit of getting used to. You use a node-based terrain editor, which again I'm very new to. I've been using it a little bit yesterday for the first time, and then today, and it looks quite confusing at first, but there are some excellent videos out there, and by some really great 3D artists who have used this to create some real production level sort of terrains. It can output in a variety of things, and output meshes, which I may be having a look at in a sec. But just, I tried exporting this to Blender, or at least it seemed to output it to an OBJ file, which is wonderful. So, we may just have a look at that in a sec, like my bearings. Maybe we'll have a look at that, so I'll keep that on the screen in a sec while I just do an import. Now, it can export to FBX, GLB, and oh my dear, there's lots of options. It is somewhat bewildering right now, but I just went with the default, which was OBJ for now. So if I just quickly navigate to the path there, I'm going to have a little look now, expecting this to be completely untextured, but in truth, I don't know. You don't know. You can find that now. So yeah, this is, I'm trying to make a bit of a landmass now for the next build, which I'm going to keep a little bit under wraps as to what it is, but you may be able to work it out based upon some of the late night parties we've been having over in Horizon Worlds. The last after party, UK after party, was of course yesterday. Very successful. Started off at 1 AM. Quite risky to plan an event at 1 AM, but most of the UK peak hour, of course, are for Easter. So, just go out and then look. Okay, so I don't think this has come out particularly well, but I'm having a quick look in Blender at this. So I'll turn that blend thing on so you can actually see it. Here we go. There we go. So we're in Blender now, and I don't think it looks anything like what I'm seeing over there, I'm gonna be honest. But then again, hey, there are there are that's very complex. I wonder if I run that through decimation, if that kind of improves it. Let's bring that ratio down and see what happens. Oh, this is where it's going to go to crash time. Bear with. Maybe if I just put in a value, so it's 0.3, it's going to look like trash, but anyway. Massive vertices. So like I said, this thing is, you can create some incredible environments using this tool. But, also, it's quite well posted and used for people doing Unreal development. So, yeah. But then, yeah, it's like that. Cool. Yeah, that seems to have not really done much. Let's take that as 0.1, see what the effect is. It's thinking. So the other workflow that I've seen people use in this is they'll use Gaea to actually output a height map, and then you can just bring that height map in and you get a lot of control over it. You can hump that into a displacement. Hi Vimity, it's a secret kind of. You can probably already tell from what you're seeing that I'm playing around with some landscape terraforming. So I just scale out on the Z-axis and bring that in. See, that's gone a little bit better, but it still looks like trash, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got this like level thing going on here I don't like. It's very strange. It might look a little better if I smooth it. This is a very complex mesh. As you bring it down to 0.1 to a decimate, still fairly complex, but then I'm not designing this for anyone to be actually walking across the landscape. That's your first clue. The landscape is just background grassing. It's not the thing that you actually utilize. So I think that looks like trash. If I take this back to Blender, 2 seconds. Well, it's not. Sorry, if I hide the Blender window just so we can see what's behind me. So there you go. You can see that's what we sort of started with. Yeah. You know, okay. Maybe if I up the preview element on that 2048. It might just be at higher resolutions. It looks worse, right? So that's a thing. Making it sweet tiny, yeah. Yeah, it's time. Boom. How is everyone's Easter Saturday going anyway? Side note, it is Midnight Mass Rock Night tonight at the White Lotus. So if anyone likes rock tunes, now I'm not saying what specific genres we're going to be playing, but we'll do a little bit of a survey across who turns up and see what good they're into. It might be anything like metal ballads or maybe no post 2000s new rock or new metal, I think you call it. Could even be some hair metal from the age. And then we'll see. Just come along if anyone's interested. There are events posted in Horizons. In fact, I'll see if we can turn that overlay on a sec. So, what have we got, guys? What have we got? Tonight's events is true. Oh, look at that! As if by magic. So that's probably come up with some text now on the screens to say, yeah, go here and you go. See all the events. That's the whitelotus.club. So if you just head on over there, you'll actually see all the events that have been posted. I probably need to add in more for next week as well, but that shows everything that we're doing today and tomorrow. So yeah, we've got certainly Rock Night, followed by then the after party. So we move from the White Lotus out to Paros Island in Greece. It's the second after party at the Easter weekend, because the first one I was incredibly successful by now. Despite being full, not everyone made it, so I'm doing it again. Get that hand, so bring your own drinks, of course. No. Cool. This is some of the general shape that I want, but what I really want to do is learn how to output to a height map. And it's a strange one. If you look up some instructions, it's been developed fairly quickly, so a lot of the tutorial learned are kind of a little bit invalid already. They guide you towards using components that just aren't there, but I really like this. Like, you can actually see at every point during the node system what everything looks like, so that the mountain that generates looks like that. There's a mountain range, I'm sorry, I had to zoom in. And we've got the island, which looks like, well, but there would be a sec, it will come through. It's not It's not showing it here, it's interesting. And this node is not a descendant of the lock node. What? Crazy. Oh, I just... Oh, there we go, that's working now. I see. Am I clear the locked? So that's actually what's happening there. It's because I keep locking it so I can tweak the lower down nodes in order to see what they look like in the final result. So you can see that's where an island node looks like very sheer, or rose sheer. But when you also have a mountain range here, and you sort of take the island and you blur it like so. So it blurs the island node. You need to go by okay, blue. Enjoy. And then we sort of merge these together using this sort of combine technique here. And there's all sorts of things you can do here which pulls effectively this mountain ray and this blur together to form different shapes. And we're actually blurring again now, which I'm not sure that's needed. I'm actually going to try it for moving that. It might cause more harm than good. So if we have a look at this, let's try playing around with it. So you can create all kinds of interesting shapes by just jumping around. It's almost like working on layers in Photoshop, I guess. Yeah. Cool. Right, let's have a little look, guys. What are we going to do next? So, but you'll notice these are not coloured into the colouring teeth base when we got past to the erosion filter. Oh, I kind of like what the erosion filter's doing there. I'm going to move that as well. So you see there's a lot of these combined things. So as it passes through all these different checkpoints, you finally get to what is known as the sat map, which is where you can choose these sort of colour gradients and really bring in some interesting nicks. So that island and this blur and that thing there. We see to have another thing here. That's cool, look at that. That's beautiful. And there's actually loads of things you can do here, like, I think this is a strata. You can tell it's a strata because of the formation of these things. And if I switch that to sort of eroded or hold, you'll see there's fundamentally change. The design this is on a few quite honestly, some have got a high resolution preview. I'm going to turn that down so we get our preview results quicker. But what I'm really trying to create, oh dear goodness me, I'm trying to create something that looks a bit like a coast. Just a simple coast. And I don't necessarily want the island to be in the middle of all of it. You know? So I may just change the ratio down. I think the mountain should have an effect. The short bits I don't have too much of an effect. So actually I'm going to swing this way. Just well, that will have it a low. Cute dot, look at that. Okay. Wait. Oh. Probably keep an eye on the kick chat, shouldn't I? No neglect anyone. Ooh. Oh, this is tough work because this is all. Oh. If I just take this over to. Oh, look at that! The mesh are really. I see what's happened here. I think it's the mesh that's screwed everything up. So if I take the mesh away, maybe I pull this out and say, hey, I want it to be like image, like that. I want to move that height, image. Well, maybe it's texture. We'll call it texturize. That's nice. Oh, hello. Oh, that's cool. I don't really understand what it's doing. I kind of wish that each one of these notes came with a little thingy, little guide. But I don't think that. So we'll lock that on the map, okay? So once we adjust things, wheel cells down to a different level. What I really need here, guys, is the ability to kind of paint this a little bit. I gotta be honest, this has been quite tough to learn this thing, and I'm only at one day in, but we're making progress. And I'm not at the point now where I can comfortably say, yeah, I know how to sit down and actually produce a result that I've got in mind. It'll make a lot of interesting types of terrains, but that's it. That's all I got. So I'll go back to mounted. See it here. Back white. You can just set the scale per bigger, height upwards. See, what I'm thinking is actually that's okay. For what I'm after, I kind of want to do like an old coast. I want to do a little coast with the raised sides on it. The terrain itself can't be too steep, but I want a beach on it as well. Oh yeah, you can layer and mask different sort of things onto each other, but again, I'm not at that point yet, guys. Gotta be honest. Yeah, let's go keep Silla. Thanks to the island, I think. What I might do here, I'm going to try doing something called a transform. So if I pull that and I say transform, transpose is interesting. Now only transform. I'm going to pull this up to the input of this one. Okay, line these up here. Not important I do, it just reads better. And then with the transform I can say, okay, for the island, I want to move that, to offset it. And also I do need to probably lessen the blur outline. That seemed to have no effect, but that's okay. And then also with this I need to start. I mean, oh, well that's cool. That's cool, right, so let's take that transform again. Let's you can actually see the island moving with it here. It is doing kind of all I want it to do, and then layering all the other bits, which is another thing. So I think now I want to increase maybe the size of the island to get a little bit bigger. Yeah. And chaos. Can we get one see does it get more drastically just change it? See, that was quite a nice shape. I do think the slope's a bit too much though, so I think I need to blend this a bit more. Remember, this is going to be kind of beachy as well, so I do need some of the jaggedness. As well, and get sort of a mask would help, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. It's yeah. Oh. Just let's save on that. Sorry, just having a quick drink. So don't want it too steep. I don't want it too steep, but I don't want it too gentle either. And realistically, for the world that I'm building, I only actually need like that sort of one coast of the island. I don't need to sort of centralize it, if that makes any sense. If I just sort of moved that away and then brought that away. That's okay. I may need to scale this. We've got to have some worn out. So Joe, if you're still there, I'm working on a new world for Horizon mod that I've got to learn about terraforming and it's shaping land. It's even though the build itself is not, we're only going to be dependent on the land. I do want to come up with some great sort of surroundings, distant buildings, etc. So it's got to be, in reality, the actual thing that I'm going to do is going to sit probably in one of these little pockets. It's going to be similar to a previous build that we've been spending a lot of time in recently. RX1. But it's actually something that I meant to build back in, I would say, March 2023. But because a very skilled builder was working on another very similar thing, I switched tack. So instead of going with what I ended up doing in Paros a year later, I created a town instead, just so it was different and it stood out. So if I ever catch wind of the good creators working on something imminently that I'm also working on, I'll avoid it like a landmine, because there's no point creating the same thing when someone just far better than you is actually doing it. So it's no point. I'm not trying to compete, but if I can produce something that doesn't appear to be me copying someone else, then I'll absolutely do that. I didn't realise they were doing it until I was a week into that build. By that time it was almost done. Yeah. Save that. So really looking forward to UK's finest fellas tonight. So rally's going to be on at 10 PM on Easter Saturday, 10 PM BST UK time. So if anyone likes chat shows, honestly, I'm going to say this, it's a chat show, but we largely cover men's issues. I think it's better to say, or issues that men are interested. That's the sort of the counterpart to UK's finest ladies, which is of course on every Friday night, but UK's finest fellas is on a Saturday night, every 2 weeks, and it's a great time. Words can't do it justice. It's a lot of sort of British people and some Americans and sometimes from other countries will all come together, sort of meet that once a week and just have a great time for an hour. It's a wonderful thing. Been running for quite some time now, actually. I'm gonna say probably almost a year on the UK's finest fellas front, I think. Time flies by so quick, but yeah, I haven't missed one yet. And they've always been very good. Some shows are a bit more racy than others, depending. They definitely lean on audience participation. So whilst the fellas themselves stand on the panel and they guide the discussions, and how crazy it can get does depend on who turns up and what's being said. And some weeks are definitely crazier than others, but it's always a good time. It's all to be kind. And if you're neither of the R and you're from the UK, it's a great way to socialise as well. Yeah, good way to sort of meet all the people from various and hangouts and stuff, because we all just come together. And they're all lovely people as well. So, I think what I really want to do is the ability to sort of draw, and I think I'm going to save at this point because this crashed the last time I did it. But I want to put in I'm going to lower the preview to 512, and I'm going to try something that I tried before and it did not work, and it was called Hate on Draw or something. So, yeah, and that drawing, oh my goodness me. So, you probably can't see me drawing this, but oh, phew, look at that. I was just, okay, so that's weird. Or I like it. Oh my goodness me. I just found the secret sauce. I think that's the secret sauce, guys. So now I don't need to transform because I can actually remove the island completely, and I can come up with my own coastal design. Oh wow, that just changed everything. Okay, so I need to bring the height down. Okay, I need to bring fondness down. Size, I think, is about right. So, this going on the back and back there. I'm gonna bring the size up to here, and I'm gonna say, bring that over here. Oh wow! That's super cool. That's super cool. cool. I don't know. I love that so much. That might be my new favourite feature. It's kind of fiddly. What is this lightning crap? Oh no! Right, bring up the slides here. And if I can just bring it there. Oh, that didn't work. That. Ooh. Ow, what have I done here? Oh, you see the height, I accidentally brought it way down. So if I bring the height up, you just come out. This. Well, that's not. Or is it? What was it? I don't know. Well, that'll. I keep accidentally pulling a height down. That's kind of annoying. Oh shit! Look at this. Is it adding to it? I don't know. John, it's a bit too much. I mean, that is cool. Can I cut the height down by painting? Oh, I can. Yes. If I just promise when I'm painting here, what you see is not actually what we're gonna end up with. By the way, if anyone's watching, please feel free to follow me or hit the like button. Actually, hitting like buttons is really helpful for me. That's when know people are actually enjoying the content. Great for you. Oh wait. Oh. So yeah, this just helped me turn a corner because now I can do all kinds of incredible things. What slides up? Let's go bring that out. Yeah, yeah. We can come and bring that height down by half just here. Land valiant. Yeah, bit too straddle up here. I need like a stylus. I do have a stylus lying around somewhere. I've never used it. Really? Shame. Not really an artist, to be honest. It's just got. Oof, that's nice. But could I do some extra height detailing just back here? Maybe. Oh, that'll work. Okay. I think what's happening now though is it's sort of messing with the other bits which I was using to sort of create thingies. So if I just remove that, what happens? Oh, hang on. Wow, look at here. Oh no! Oh god, no! No, 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 no! That's gone to hell. So we've got mountain range here. I think what we need to do here is to bring that bias back. So we've got, and the blare needs to be far greater as well. Yeah, more I'm using this tool. It's growing on me, to be honest, but I'm still I'm not brilliant with it. Not at all. That draw thing is a break. You like say I'm picking all this up for the very first time. It's gonna take a lot of stabs to get this right. You like this stuff. Oh shit. That's cool. So there's loads of fun effects. I'll show you a couple. So in primitives, you've got sort of what do we got? Cracks. You got if one just after so much fun. Let me just get rid of this painter effect. So make the scale different. Depth. All kinds of stuff that you can do with this. And then of course you can just blend them all together. It's really, really clever. Oh. Yeah, and you're allowed. And then one of my favourite ones that I sort of discovered yesterday was there is actually a feature you can turn on the tool effect, which I did notice. One in the tutorial said it said to where was it now? Legion thingy? Not that one. Viewport. A 4 hour. What experimental? Okay. Yeah, compute is fine. Well, what? Ew. show all on your organization, that's the one. So if I accept changes on that, guys, then should I go into terrain and get to see everything. I prefer to see everything up front. Like, I'm going to guess what's in what pockets without actually knowing anything about it. This is very difficult. Like, Varanoy was quite a nice one, but it was also, I think, Gable was pretty cool. Cellular was, I think, my favourite. So if you're going to look at the cellular Philly, that's a lovely effect. Should probably use that on something. Anyhow. Gosh, everyone's quiet. Say hello. I actually can. Okay. As it's not going to be a long stream today, guys. I'm just conscious I haven't done a stream in a very, very long time. We're in that, late April now? And I think my last big stream was... My last big stream, I think, was like end of December. So I need to... Oh, hi, Barry. How you doing? So I do need to pick this back up. I've noticed my Twitch affiliation has disappeared because I am at the minimum threshold with streaming. Something like streaming on... I want to say it's like 3 days or 4 days or something. And you got to stream for a minimum of 8 hours collectively throughout the month. It is a whole bunch of stuff, and because I haven't basically been doing it, they stripped it off me. Rightly, of course, because I haven't been using it. Still a pain in the ass. Maybe even notice TikTok is sort of revoked me too. From using their live streaming, because I just haven't been using it. So, yeah. Shame. But, it is what it is. Hey, hello. How you doing? There's Barry as well. Let's just get here. Focus on that. So this draw thing is good, but it's I think I need to do a bit more with it. So this mountain range is good. Maybe if I land it that way. Oh no, we don't do that. So we want to use that just to guide it. Maybe if I go back into the draw and we say open painter, we just have a white old beetle session. So what I'm gonna do. Hey Sam. We're kind of a good old paint of this to create a nice sort of coast, like yeah. This is not my strong suit, though, guys. Like that. And if we just sort of come in here and paint that bit there. Now if we just going here as well. Do that, okay. So I'm gonna close that there. I mean, it's too steep for what I want. I've got something very much in my mind, and I think I might need to blur this. So if I just blur it, it's too flat now. Okay. So I'm going to add in the mountain node, okay? So if I... Ooh, what's this? Is this a mark? Oh, I can't see this there. Well, tricky, isn't it? At some point, I'm going to have to just, get on with it. And I may even go to Blender to just create the terrain. But yeah, I wasn't impressed by the mesh that this generated, but I think if I could get a height map out of it, that would be a lot better. Yeah, a lot better. Yeah. Nonetheless, if we show Blender a sec. Okay. Oops. That was the sort of what we're up against. It was a bit crap looking. But I think if I gave Blender a height map, I need to do a much stronger job than that. That's with a whole load of decimation as well. So I've just, let's apply that decimationally. Let's take a while. Face calculator. 221,000. Need to decimate further, I think. So it's just pausing a second at all. Hopefully not crash. There we go. It's applied that. So I'm going to view it again. So if I say, yeah, if you use a displacement modifier with the height map, you have a lot more control over that. Using subdivision. I mean, it's kind of using subdivisions. You can actually control the depths and the complexity and all that. So if we have a little look at deform again, so we're going to jump across to under generate. Decimate is the one that I'll have. Okay, I'll bring that ratio down, and this is going to look like a piece of trash, but bear with. So we can now see that's, yeah, that's like 10% of the face, isn't it? That's like crap, but you know, it is what it is. We won't be using that. That's probably me not using the mesher in it correctly. Right. Oh man, I'm tired, guys. How is everyone out there? You all have a seat. Now we're going to be doing Rock Like tonight at 11 PM UK time. Should be fine. And then we're going to be doing the after party at 1 AM in the morning UK time. But don't forget, we also got UK's finest fellas at 10, so there'll be a period where we'll all be over there instead. Cool. Right, okay, I'm gonna end the stream now. I think I'm dying on my arse. I think I need more coffee or something. So, thank you all for tuning in, and let's just leave you with a pre-nail scream. Good, go! Keep your eyes on Instagram. I tend to post everything first. It does make its way out to other networks. Thank you for watching.